Hey everyone, I'm Naomi Rose, and today we are going to talk about open relationships slash polyamory, which is a subject that confuses a lot of people, so I'm excited to break it down a little bit for you. So today we're going to focus mostly on definitions, and later I'll make some videos about different aspects of open relationships and polyamory. Let's start with defining monogamy. Monogamy is the habit or practice of having one sexual or romantic partner at a time. Open relationship is a catch-all term for relationships that are non-monogamous. It's kind of similar to the term polyamory, which is the habit or practice of having more than one sexual or romantic partner at a time. What is really important to understand about polyamory is that partners engaged in polyamory get the consent of their partners related to sex and relationships and dating. Sometimes people get confused about what the difference is between an open relationship and an affair or infidelity versus polyamory. So let me break that down for you. Infidelity has to do with the violation of a couple's agreed upon contract related to sexuality in relationships. An affair has nothing to do with how many partners you have or what specific sexual activities you engage in. It has to do with what your contract is with your partner, not like an official contract, but what your agreement is with your partner around sexuality, dating, exclusivity, etc., and whether or not that contract is violated. Does that make sense? Any type of open relationship, in order for it to be one that is kind of following the ideas of an ethical relationship, has to involve communication and consent of all partners around what activity is okay and what activity isn't. So let's move on to breaking down a couple different types of open relationships. So types of consensual, non-monogamous relationships. Swinging is a practice in which partners who might otherwise be monogamous, but they might not, engage in sexual activity with singles or other partners that is generally recreational and social. So a lot of times that means that it doesn't extend beyond a certain party or a certain experience. It may not extend to like romance or dating. What other words did I want to define? Polygamy. Polygamy is the marriage of one male and multiple wives. So, polyamory, as you remember, is a philosophy, it's a practice, it's a way of engaging romantically or sexually. Polygamy has to do with marriage, and it also specifies gender in a way that polyamory or other terms like open relationship do not. Polygamy is a marriage between one woman and multiple husbands. Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits often refers to people who have some sort of sexual relationship that does not extend to some of the responsibilities that people associate with dating. So they might hang out and do fun, sexy things together, but not go on dates, or not specify that they're not hooking up with other people, so they might not be monogamous. Some of these relationships are consensually open, and people might identify with the idea of polyamory and having a friend with benefits, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes that is a term that people use to mean, I don't want to talk to you about what this relationship means, we're just going to be friends with benefits. And that's not the same as an open relationship or a polyamorous partnership. So that is an important distinction to make. those are the terms I wanted to break down today. There are a lot of other terms that people use related to polyamory and open relationships. If you want to know about anyone specifically, leave a comment below. If you have any follow-up questions, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful.